Welcome to our channel, where every story reminds you what's truly possible. Today's story is about two boys, one gifted with talent, the other powered by hard work. One relied on what he had. The other built what he didn't. And when the test of life came, only one was ready. Stay with us, because this story may just change the way you look at success, talent, and effort. In a quiet valley surrounded by hills and whispering trees, there stood a school, small, old, but full of dreams. Among the students were two boys, Arman and Dev. They were the same age, sat in the same classroom, but their journeys were very different. Arman was what everyone called gifted. He could draw without being taught. He solved math faster than the teacher. He remembered stories word for word. People called him the genius of the village. When Arman walked by, teachers smiled. Parents whispered, "That's the boy who'll make it big." But Arman had a secret. He relied on his talent. And that made him lazy. He believed he didn't need to try hard, because things always came easily to him. Then there was Dev. Dev was not a genius. He struggled in class. He took longer to learn. He stumbled on words. He stayed behind after school. Nobody talked about Dev. Nobody bet on him. Except one person, his science teacher, Mr. Shastri. One day, Dev stayed late to ask a question. The teacher smiled and said, "Dev, you may not be the fastest, but you're always moving. That's what wins races in the long run." Dev didn't understand then, but he kept going. Every day, a little better. While others played, he practiced. At the end of the year, the school made a big announcement, a national competition, a science and innovation fair. Each student had to invent or build something useful. The winner would get a full scholarship. Arman laughed. "I'll build something in a week." Dev said nothing, but he quietly signed up. From that day on, their paths split even further. Arman started strong. He drew blueprints, built a model, painted it beautifully. But after a few days, he got bored. He believed his talent would carry him. He went out with friends, left things half-finished. Dev, on the other hand, started slow. He didn't even know what to build. But he showed up every single day, asking, testing, failing. His first model broke. So did the second. But he didn't stop. Every evening he read, watched old inventions, learned how to solder wires, watched ants build to understand design. While Arman was sleeping, Dev was building. When it was time for testing, Arman turned his machine on. Nothing. The motor jammed. The model froze. He tried to fix it on the spot, but couldn't. People were shocked. Then it was Dev's turn. He turned a switch and the small machine lit up. It started filtering muddy water into a clear stream. Simple, clean, functional. The judges looked impressed. Later, after the results, Arman approached Dev. His eyes were honest. "I thought I'd win," he said. Dev smiled gently. So did everyone. Then Arman asked, "How did you do it?" Dev replied, "You were born ahead of me, Arman. But I kept walking. Every day. Even when no one was watching. Your talent is gold. But gold is useless if it stays buried. My hands aren't gifted. But they never stopped digging." In the end, Dev didn't just win the scholarship. He gained something bigger, belief in effort. And Arman? He learned the lesson that talent alone isn't enough. Since that day, both of them changed. Arman started practicing. Dev kept improving. And both became great not because of where they started, but because of where they chose to go. Hard work may look boring. It doesn't glow like talent. It doesn't shine right away. But it builds. It grows. It wins quietly and then loudly. So if you don't feel naturally talented, don't worry. Because hard work is the most powerful talent of all. And that was the journey of Dev and Arman. One taught us what talent looks like. The other, what growth feels like. If this story lit a fire in you, like, share, and subscribe. We post motivational stories that aren't just inspiring, they're true for everyone willing to try. Until next time, keep going. Keep growing. Keep showing up.